Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook. I'm James Preston reporting live from Kalkine TV's studios. The Australian share market is poised to open higher following a strong session overnight from Wallstreet. This comes after investors held their nerve yesterday as central banks around the world began winding back pandemic stimulus payments. Oil prices fell as traders sold oil after OPEC agreed to stick to its production growth plans. And yesterday, the best performing sector was information technology, up by 1.2%. The worst performing sector was energy, down by 2%. The best performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was Nufarm, closing 5.8% higher at $4.94. It was followed by shares in NIB Holdings and Chalice Mining. The worst performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was Domino Pizza Enterprises, closing 18.4% lower at $116.12. It was followed by shares in Beach Energy and also Ingham's Group. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX could be set for a rise of 40 points when the market next opens. Yesterday, the ASX 200 fought off early concerns with a strong late rally to close 0.5% or 35 points higher at 7,428 for its second day in a row. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 gained 0.42% and the Nasdaq added 0.81%. The Dow Jones fell by 0.09% and both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq advanced to new highs on strong performance led by tech stocks. Let's now take a look at some local news from this morning. Australia's first crypto ETF has enjoyed a record-breaking beginning on the ASX. The BetaShares Crypto Innovators CRYP ETF has smashed trading records after debuting on the ASX at approximately 10:30 a.m. yesterday at a price of $11.23 per unit. Within the first 15 minutes on the market, the ETF experienced a surge in demand from investors. The initial period saw around $8 million worth of trading activity, which puts the CRYP ETF on par with the record-setting first-day trading volume of Hyperion's Global Growth Companies Fund, a figure which quickly tripled to more than $28 million by 1 p.m. Funds management group Pendal has reported a net profit up 41.5% to $164.7 million on revenue up 34.6% to $627.4 million for the financial year to September 30, 2021. The ASX listed company will now pay a final dividend of 24 cents per share, representing an 11% increase on December 16. Full year earnings per share will amount to 48.2 cents, a rise of 17%. And the CBA has hiked fixed rates on home loans by 0.25% to 0.4%. The rise marks the second time in approximately a month, and another of the big four banks, Westpac, also opted to raise its rates for the second time in around 2 weeks, moving up to 0.21%. Time now for a very quick break on the Morning Outlook before we turn our attention overseas on Kalkine TV. Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV. Welcome back to the Morning Outlook Report. The European Central Bank is set to meet next Wednesday in Frankfurt. The US Federal Reserve will meet in December, and the Bank of England will meet on the 16th of December next. London's FTSE 100 rose on Thursday by 0.43% or 31.02 points to settle at 7,279.91. Oil prices endured a difficult session as traders sold oil after OPEC agreed to stick to its production growth plans. Brent crude fell 1.8% to settle at $80.54 US a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate crude fell by 2.5%, should I say, to settle at $78 US and 81 cents a barrel. As for the world's favourite safe haven, gold prices rebounded after an uptake from traders as the US Federal Reserve signalled that it would be patient with rate hikes. Spot gold rose 1.3% to $1,791 US and 71 cents per ounce by 1:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and US gold futures for December delivery settled up 1.7% to $1,793 and 50 cents an ounce. In the commodities space, there was also some positive news. Benchmark iron ore futures inched 0.3% higher to 583 yuan a tonne, and coking coal futures rose 1.5% to 2,405 yuan per tonne. And just as we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin has dipped 2.75% at the time of writing to trade at $61,220 and 42 cents in the past 24 hours. And the biggest losers in the crypto space include the Sandbox dropping 14.46%, and meme coin Shiba Inu, which dropped 16.51%. The biggest gainer in the past 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap, has been the OMG network, which is up by 22.45%. Well, that's all for our morning outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is James Preston signing off for now.